Hello there, it's Vinny Sandu here, Mr. Maximo for the European Cricket Network with another match preview for a European Cricket Series match. And of course, we're in Rome all week this week for a 7-day series. This is a preview for match 6. It's the first match scheduled for Tuesday, the 1st of September between Bergamo and Jinnah, Brescia. This game will start at 8 a.m. GMT, which is 10 o'clock in Central Europe. It's 1:30 p.m. in India. And as always, you can catch the action right here on the European Cricket Network, whether it's through our website, www.ecn.cricket, or our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. If you're in the subcontinent, you can catch it on fan code. And just a reminder, especially if this is the first time you've watched one of these match preview videos, why don't you follow us at European Cricket on social media, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo, because there's so much happening in the world of European cricket. And this tournament, especially with the developments on Monday, things could change quickly. So for all the latest information, make sure you head to our website. You can also download the app on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Let's have a look then at the day 2 schedule, Tuesday the 1st of September, or should I really say the day 1 schedule, because Monday was completely ruined by rain. We didn't get any cricket in at all, so we had the first 5 matches abandoned. So we head straight into match 6 here, starting at 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Now, the good news is, because this week we are scheduling a little bit around the Caribbean Premier League, which is taking place concurrently with this tournament. So there are a few gaps in our schedule. So I know there are some plans in the works to reschedule those matches 1 to 5 from Monday later in the week. So there's every chance there could be a 4th match on Tuesday, the 1st of September, after these 3 that you see here. I think they're planning the Kings 11 versus Jinnah Brescia match to start at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. It's not confirmed just yet, so it's not on my schedule. But for all the latest, just like I said before, head to ecn.cricket and you'll see the latest up-to-date fixtures. Let's have a look then at match 6 on the calendar between Bergamo and Jinnah Brescia. Starting with Bergamo, they'll be led by the captain Jaspreet Singh, with Manpreet Singh to be their wicketkeeper, while for Jinnah Brescia, their captain is Ahmed Ruksa, with Nisa Ahmed to be behind the stumps for them. Well, these two teams, they've both been starved of cricket in 2020 because of the COVID situation, of course, but they each have some talented all-round cricketers. Bergamo in particular, I think this will be a good test for them to see if they can go toe-to-toe with Jinnah Brescia. I think both these teams will have aspirations to be there on the weekend at the business end of the European Cricket Series Rome. Let's have a look at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch in this game. And it's actually pretty crowded, but I'll come to that in a second. But I've actually super highlighted 2 players for Jinnah Brescia, starting with the all-rounder Mohammad Jafri. Well, he's likely to open the batting and the bowling, and we saw how destructive he could be in the European Cricket League last year. So quite a few of these Jinnah Brescia players, they played for Janjua Brescia in the European Cricket League 2019. Of course, the ECL is the Champions League of European Cricket and was broadcast all around the world. We had 140 million viewers tune into that tournament, so I'm sure many of you know of the exploits of some of these players. Now, Mohammad Jafri, not only does he have experience in the ECL, but also at first-class level back in Pakistan. He's probably the highest profile player in this series, so I'm sure opposition teams will be making plans for him, but he's a quality cricketer, and I expect him to make some really high scores and take plenty of wickets this week. I've also super highlighted for Jinnah Brescia, Hassan Ahmed. Well, he's another familiar face. Not only did we see him in ECL 19, but he also is an ECS champion with the Zurich Nomads from the European Cricket Series in St. Gallen, Switzerland back in June. He's the first European cricketer to do the double, playing in the ECL and winning a European Cricket Series. Now, on the field, he's a powerful left-handed batsman who will likely bat at number 3, and he can wicket keep as well if required, but he's just such a good fielder that I think he'll play in the outfield. And who can forget that decisive catch he took in the final in St. Gallen back in June that won them the final? That was a real game-changing moment, and we know how important fielding is in these 10-over matches. Also got some other players highlighted there for Jinnah Brescia, including Mohammad Rizwan, a talented stroke player who's likely to bat at 4. Then I've got 2 more players with ECL experience, Shahrukh Nawaz and Mohammad Imran. Now, Mohammad Imran is a very handy left-arm bowler, and he doesn't bowl too many bad balls, and you would have seen him as well in the ECL, like I said. Now, I didn't have room in my 11 to watch for Mohammad Iqbal, but I really like him as a leg spinner. I think he'll do very well, but I just couldn't find a way to get him in, but I've kind of put him in pencil there, so he's another one for you to consider. Finally, for Jinnah Brescia, I have some bowling options in the captain, Ahmed Ruksa, and Malik Mushtaq. Now, Malik Mushtaq, I call him the wild thing because he can bowl with some genuine pace. I think he'll be a handful for the opposition batsmen. They better not take too long waking up in the morning because they might have a couple of bounces coming their way in the early part of the innings. Bergamo, I've got some players highlighted for them too, including their top run scorer in 2019, Manpreet Singh. He's also got a very important job to do behind the wickets. I've got a batsman there in Mandeep Singh, as well as some all-rounders I put down, but I ended up going with Baljit Singh. He's Bergamo's go-to man. He's their top all-rounder. I think he was right up the top in both their wicket and run tallies for his team last season. And there are a couple of other names there. There are another couple I've penciled in. I'd like to have both these guys in my team. I just couldn't find a way to get them in, namely all-rounders Jasprit Singh, the captain, who will bat 3 and open the bowling, as well as Azim Ali, the off-spinning all-rounder. But I just had too many all-rounders, so I had to leave some of them out, and you can see the ones that I have gone with there in my 11 to watch. Finally, I have picked Daljit Singh, the leg spinner. I think he could be a good variation for the captain to call upon, especially if they need just a change of pace to disrupt the innings of the Jinnah Brescia batsmen. So it was very disappointing that the first match got rained out there in Rome, but never mind. One of the good things about us scheduling around the CPL this week is that we hopefully will be able to get those 5 matches rescheduled. So like I said, if you're not sure exactly what's happening, head to the ecn.cricket website and you'll see all the up-to-date fixtures. I also always try and put some links in the description of these videos that I find useful to me, and hopefully you can use those resources as well, particularly if you are playing some fantasy cricket and you want a bit of extra information, or just if you're interested in the players and the teams, because we're seeing new players, new teams all the time, and that's a really exciting element of the European Cricket Series. Now, in this match, Jinnah Brescia have done really well to raid the stocks of Jandra Brescia from last season, so I've predicted them to win match 6. This will be the first match of the day. And like I said, Jinnah Brescia could be playing as well in the 4th match of the day at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. That is possible, but not confirmed as of the shooting of this video. I put Mohammad Jaffrey to be the star player. I think he's one of the best cricketers in the country, and I wouldn't be surprised if he went right off. Hopefully we get some cricket in the morning, though. That's the most important thing. So like I always say, I hope you enjoy the day of the European Cricket Series action coming to you on ECN. And a final reminder to follow us at European Cricket. Thanks again for all the lovely messages that I get day to day. It's so great to receive those positive messages from the fans and hear that so many people are enjoying the European Cricket Series, that so many also were so disappointed that we didn't get day 1 in Rome. But it's a testament to the organisers that they're trying to get as much cricket in there as possible. And we do have 6 more days to get all the games in. So for now, that's it from me, Vinny Sandhu, Mr. Maximo for the European Cricket Network. But until next time, enjoy the cricket, and we'll see you next time on European Cricket.